Hello, welcome back to the vlog. I think this one I'm going to try and do a bit more of a spend the week with me. Currently the Saturday in between Christmas and New Year. The dog's plopping about. I've got loads of unpacking to do today from the Christmas cottage. You will have seen it just at the end of my previous vlog. Today is a no makeup day. I'm going to do a bit of cleaning. I want to do a bit of research for, if you follow me on TikTok, I do lots of what TV shows are coming out, what documentaries are coming out, what true crime things are coming out, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to do a bit of my TikTok research. I'm going to get all my Christmas presents away that we brought back from the cottage. I'll show you the mess that I've got to sort out in a minute. And we'll do maybe the New Year's Eve party that I'm going to, full disclosure. New Year's Eve, we're going to a friend's house around the corner for a bit of a party. Daphne's going to come with us, but the cat obviously doesn't come with us. And she isn't the worst with fireworks, but she doesn't love it, so we don't want her to be on her own. So I'll probably leave my partner at the New Year's Eve party. And then I'll probably head home for about 9 before all the fireworks start going mad. And we'll do like a cosy New Year's Eve night in, but I'll take you to the party first and then I'll bring you back here with me and we'll make some delicious hot chocolates, put a movie on, get the New Year's Eve lights on that I've put on the fire. I showed you at the end of my last vlog if you've not seen that. Yeah, and then I think at the end of this vlog, for those who don't like bookish content, I'm going to do my 3 favourite TV programmes that I've watched this year, right at the end of the vlog. And I'm also going to tell you maybe my like 3 or 4 favourite books that I've read this year. But I know lots of people, including my own mother, are not interested in bookish content, so I'll leave that right to the end so you can watch the rest of the vlog without fear of book chat if it's just not for you, because it either is or it isn't it? So I'm gonna make a cup of coffee and then let's head up and I'll show you the amount of sorting out that I've got to do today. And then I'm going to sit down in a cosy fashion with the fire on and edit last week's vlog so I can get it up for you for tomorrow. Where has this week gone? Okay, let's go. This is everything that we've got to get away. This is all clean washing that I've already washed from the cottage. Got to get all these presents away. I think there's another bag in my bedroom. So I'm just going to get all of this sorted. Daphne, are you going to help? That's a no, if I've ever seen a no. So yeah, this is task number 1. Is getting all of this done. Bloody hell. My wardrobe is atrocious, by the way. It's so overfull, but we've got a week off in Feb. And a wardrobe is an entire day job, so that is not something that I'm not going to face today. Just to overlook how much that needs to clear out. Thank you. I'm all done. My mother-in-law, Anne, got me this gorgeous big bag of stuff from Apothecary, from M&S. So I'm going to give the bathroom a once over and put all my gorgeous bits out. So I got hand and body lotion in Calm. They do all different fragrances. They smell a bit like the inside of a yoga studio, if you can imagine that. A hand wash, a pillow spray. I've just put my bedding in the wash. A night cream, another body wash. This gorgeous little meditate candle. There's also their reed diffuser sticks and a reed diffuser in Calm. There's a bath oil in Calm, which is actually still in the bathroom, and then this gorgeous like pulse point roll on. Oh, it smells so good. If you've not smelt the Apothecary range at Marks and Spencer's, I think they're meant to be like a dupe for, is it Aesop? AESOP, that really expensive brand. Apparently this is like a dupe for those scents. So if you want more on like a budget, you want, oh, so good. If you're on a budget and you want some real nice smelling like hand and body lotions, get to M&S. All the M&S skincare. I love all of the M&S clothes at the moment. I've got the most beautiful jumper for Christmas that I'll show you later on in the vlog because I've just put it away, and I'm actually gonna wear it on New Year's Eve because, as I've said, we're just going to a party around the corner. So I'm just sat in the spare room where my partner plays his computer games now. So I'm gonna get out of his hair, tidy my bathroom, pop all these bits away, and then start editing my vlog with a little ambient fireplace on the telly on YouTube. I'm gonna have a lovely big bubble bath once that's done. I think he's just bringing me some tea. Thank you. Tea. Okay, let's get out of his way. I think he's gonna buy a new game. He's just gonna buy a new game for his Oculus, I think. So that's his plan for the day. We're both a bit low on the old social battery. So yeah, that's that for today. Like 60% of the way in to Darcy Coates Dead of Winter. I'm pretty certain I've just guessed the twist. I'll let you know when I know, because I've still got about 4 hours left. But I think I know who the baddie is. It is still Saturday, but I'm going to make sort of a roast, but it's like a cheap roast. So my partner's veggie, so I'm actually doing our roast with pies. So he is having no chicken and mushroom pie. I'm having a steak and gravy pie, because I normally eat like 100%, well, pescatarian. He eats fish. So I normally eat like 100% pescatarian at home. But I do like to eat meat. Sometimes I rarely eat red meat. I just saw that pie and it looked so good that I'm going to have a steak pie, which is rare for me. Then I got some cauliflower cheese. Taste the difference from Sainsbury's. I say a cheap roast just because, well, it's a cheap. I've got some stuffing in the freezer, which might be weird with pies, but I love stuffing. I'm going to do some roast potatoes, and then some roasted carrot and parsnip. It's gonna feel, oh, I've also got some Yorkshires in the freezer. I'm gonna ask him what he thinks. Oh, I've just asked Sean if he thinks it's worth to do Yorkshires and stuffing with these pies. And he said, is that a trick question? Because Yorkshires and stuffing make every meal, could improve any meal. So of course I should do Yorkshires and stuffing. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And I'll show you when it's done, because I'm excited. I'm just going to put the potatoes on to boil first. I parboil my potatoes and put some butter on and fluff them up in a strainer. So let's do that. Hello?
Are you recording?
It's okay. So you said yes to stuffing in Yorkshires?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll be back.
It makes every meal better. You're going now, are you? You're going now?
I'm going to put the potatoes on to boil now.
Oh, right, so
and then I'll roast everything, so it'll be maybe an hour and a half. If you want a snack, you can have one.
I'll have a snack.
There's those bar buns, there's crisps.
Ooh, crisps.
It's always right in the cupboard when I'm about to cook. There's hot red pepper hummus as well. Bye-bye.
A glass of rosé. I had this festive bread. I don't even know what's in it, but it's not bad. Worst books of 2022, and I'm so fucking excited. I can't even fucking tell you.
It is Sunday morning. We are about to get this puppy out to the beach. Mwah. Oh, good morning. We've actually had a really slow start. I got up at 9. It's 11:45 now. We are going to nip to South Shields Beach because it's the closest beach to us. I've lived in the northeast for over 4 years, and I will never get over the novelty of having a beach so close to the house. So it's like 15-20 minutes to get to South Shields Beach, and Daphne loves the beach. She loves dipping her little feet in the ocean. I love the northeast for that. I'm from Manchester, if you can't tell by my Manc accent. But yeah, she loves the beach. I love the northeast. I think it's such a hidden gem. I'd love to move to Northumberland, get loads of dogs. There's countryside everywhere, which isn't the case when you live in a big city like Manchester. And I didn't live on the outskirts, I lived so close to the city centre. So having so much countryside and the opportunity to get out to such beautiful places so easily is just such a win for me in the northeast. Anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, we're going to get the dog to the beach. Then I would really like to, she's poopling around. I would really like to get a bit of cleaning done. I feel like in every video I say, I need to get a bit of cleaning done. But I found that the key to having a clean and tidy home, for someone like me who I can't relax, if there's any kind of dirt or mess, I need cleanliness. I need it to feel tidy. I need it to feel relaxing. The key to keeping a clean home is to just never stop cleaning. Never, ever stop cleaning. Just keep going. So that's my hot tip. If you struggle to keep a tidy home, just constantly clean. Obviously the animals add an extra layer of mess, but I love you so much that I don't care. I don't care. I will never give you up. You're too cute. You're too cute. So, as much as I love a clean and tidy home, I love animals more. So we don't mind, do we? We don't mind, Daphne. No, we don't mind. We don't mind. So that's just the plan for today. We've still got a camembert left over from Christmas that we need to bake. And then, as I've already said, towards the end of the video, we'll do like a little wrap up of things that I've loved in 2024, TV, books, that kind of stuff. Are you okay? A general wrap up, and then New Year's resolutions and how I approach that. So I'm going to go and get dressed because I need to get this puppy outside because she's just pootling around everywhere. Right, I'm ready, nearly. I thought I'd show you my outfit. Just got these barrel jeans on from Primark. They are meant to be high-waisted, but I like to buy them in a larger size so they sit on the waist because I'm quite a short-bodied human. I like my jeans low. And then got this jumper that I bought from French Connection, God, about 5 years ago. It used to be lime green, and I got something on it and I dyed it with a black Dylon dye. And I think I didn't leave it enough because it went forest green, and it's just the perfect colour. Let's pop the light. I just absolutely love it in this forest green colour. And then I showed you in my last video Barber shawl for Christmas. And it is not the kind of thing that I would ever think to purchase for myself. Although I adore it. The second I opened it, I adored it. But it's one of those things I would never think to purchase for myself. But I just keep reaching for it. And they are the best kind of gifts. The things that you wouldn't think to buy for yourself, and then you're just in love with them. So I've not really had this off my back since Christmas. It's quite mild again today. So I'm just going to wear this, and then the walk won't be super long, so I'm going to risk my new Timberland boots that I got for Christmas. They're not quite broken yet, so I'm reserving them for short walks until I break them in a bit. Daphne's just eating some breakfast. But yeah, let's get on the road. It's about midday, probably about 12:30 actually. And I would like to be back by 2 to make my Sunday soup. And yeah, and just have a bit of a tidy up and relax for the afternoon. Back in the car, we just filmed that once and realised it didn't film. I made Sean breakfast, but I wasn't hungry. So we just topped off and got a vanilla latte, a little cafe on the beach, and a cheese toastie, which you can see I've just had a bite of because I've already filmed this once. So we're heading home now. Oh, this is not an ad, by the way. This is a tragedy. So my dog is on You Move joint tablets because she's a German Shepherd and they're prone to bad joints in later life. So I've just got her on these vitamins, and I use a pestle and mortar to grind them up, and then I pop them in a bowl of milk because she won't take tablets and I don't like to force her. So I took my pestle and mortar away with me for Christmas, right? I've gone along right round the houses with this story. So I took my pestle and mortar away at Christmas so she could have her daily vitamins. I left it behind. My partner ordered a new pestle and mortar from Amazon yesterday. Look at the size of it. It's like for a doll's house. Unbelievable. Look at that. So that's how big it is. It's for Barbie doll. So I have to struggle on with that. Oh dear. Hello, we last spoke on Sunday. I had 2 days at work that just weren't worth filming because it's just been work. Do you know what I mean? I am party ready in my coziest jumper. We is me, my partner and my dog. We are heading out to a friend's New Year's Eve party just around the corner. Treat myself to a bottle of Kylie Minogue Sparkling Rosé, alcohol free. I'm sober, if you don't already know that, for nearly 4 years. So I've got some alcohol-free fizz. Daphne's gonna get ready for the party now. My plan is to head home about 9 because the cat doesn't really like the fireworks and I don't want her to be on her own. And also, I want to come home. So I'm gonna leave my partner at the party to drink whiskey, I don't know. But I will be coming home. Yeah, and I'm going to take you to the party with me now. So, I need to go because I'm already running late. So, let's go and have a little mini New Year's Eve party. A very early New Year's Eve party. I'll probably be asleep at midnight. I'll move straight up about that. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! We are back from the New Year's Eve party. It is 9:45. I've been in for about 15 minutes. I just had a little catch up with my mum. And we had a lovely time, but yeah, it was time to bring the dog home. She is asleep on the sofa because she made lots of new friends today. I thought we'd just take 5 minutes to talk about New Year's resolutions. I think there is a lot of pressure that people put upon themselves and society puts on people at this time of year to make all these resolutions, new year, new you, all of these things that I personally feel are like setting yourself up to fail. Personally, I'm not a planner, nor have I ever been a planner type of person. It's just not who I am, and if I put all these huge expectations on myself, I'm going to set myself up to fail. I'm going to be annoyed at myself. So during December, life always gets away from me. I lose all of those little healthy habits that I build up over the year. Just little things such as I was getting up every morning and having a green juice to start the day. Just the little things, making sure that I was cooking from scratch. Just little routines, healthy habits the way that you live your life and those little things that you do, those little self-care things that you take the time out for yourself and create a habit, and then that habit becomes your lifestyle and it's just part of who you are, and those things fall away from me in December. So I use this time of year when work's a little quieter and things like that to just start making sure, if I've lost those healthy habits that make me feel better and make me feel good, that I start to put those things back in place. So like I say, for me, all of this, join a gym, new year, new you, change everything about yourself, it's unrealistic in my opinion, and it's not something that I'm willing to buy into. So I don't have any New Year's resolutions. I don't, and it's the wrong time of year to be starting new fitness regimes and things like that, because until like the 1700s, the new year was like the 25th of March or something, because the world is still asleep. Mother Nature is still asleep. We are part of nature. And when the world starts to wake up again, your body naturally comes out of that winter hibernation mode. So although I've been terrible at working out, I start workout things and then the dark nights come and then that's out the window. Like in the spring, when the mornings get light, I love to get out on a morning walk at 5 a.m. with the dog religiously. It's just a habit that I have in my life. But in the winter months, when the park is dark and I'm like a little woman, like I'm scared to like take the dog out in the dark in the morning. So my partner takes over those things. So I do lose like the fitness things that I do in these darker months, but I think that's true for a lot of people, and your body does just naturally feel like you want to hibernate under a blanket. So when will I get a bit fitter and sort out my fitness and start getting more exercise in? Probably when the world wakes up around me and I feel like I don't want to hibernate anymore. I feel like I'm off on a rant. But yeah, so for New Year's resolutions, it's just instilling those healthy habits back in. Now I have the time. Now I'm not rushed off my feet at work. So that is all I will be doing with regards to New Year's resolutions. But it's not even a resolution. It's just bringing those extra self-care things back and those daily habits that change the way that I live. And then when the world starts to wake up again, I want to be outside more. Like, obviously, you see in all my videos, me and Daphne go on loads of walks and things, but it's just those little early morning walks that I really enjoy in the lighter months that I just can't enjoy in the winter months. And that is just the truth of the matter. So that is how I intend to start 2025. In February coming up, I will be 4 years sober in February coming up. And that's a big thing that I need to remind myself of when you think, oh, I've not really achieved much this year. I'm still sober. I'm still sober. And that is a huge change that I made nearly 4 years ago. That changed everything. And I think that allows me to give myself a little bit of leeway if I don't want to be running around the park in the dark at 5 in the morning, because I have to set off work at 6:15. And it's dark by the time I get home. So I think my advice to you, if you want to take it, because I've not got it all together, believe me, I have not got it all together. I really don't. Is be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and do not set yourself up for things that you're going to fail at. You know, I will actually tell you my one big thing that I do need to sort out. I love sugar. I love sugar so much. I eat too many treats. So I'm not just going to be like, right, no more treats, because that is setting myself up to fail. So the way that I will approach that is every night after tea, we have a treat. And that is something that has to stop. So I'm going to try and limit the treats that we have in the house to the weekend. And that is a reasonable thing, I think, because, yeah, my sugar addiction is real. I love sugar. And I love Diet Coke, and that is another thing that I do intend to cut back on, but that'll be like a slow process. I'm not just going to wake up tomorrow and go, no more Diet Coke, no treats, because that, in my opinion, is setting yourself up for failure. So just allow yourself a little kindness. That's all I'm saying when everyone is getting swept up in the craze of making resolutions and changing everything about their lives. Make the change that you want to change when they feel right. Start by making just little changes, little healthy habits each day that make you feel like a better version of yourself. But no one's perfect, and it's easy to assume that other people are. But they're not. None of us are. We all have our own hang-ups and our own things going on. So just be kind and patient with yourself. That is the end of my rant about that. Sorry for the abrupt ending on that last clip. My camera battery died, and then by the time it was charged enough to record again, I was too tired to pick the camera back up, and I fell asleep. I was asleep by 12:30, I think. So we're just up now. I've got makeup on New Year's Day. What? We're going to my mother-in-law's for lunch, just for a couple of hours. I've got loads that I want to do today. I need to wrap up this vlog, get it edited, and back at work tomorrow, the Thursday. Then on Friday I am heading off to the Wirral near Liverpool to hang out with my best friend Lydia and her mum for the weekend. Lovely Lynn. My light's falling. Lovely Lynn. And we've got loads of lovely things planned. We've got like a pottery painting cafe booked in the morning. We're going out for a lovely lunch. We're going to have a wander around the shops. So I'll take you to do that in the next vlog. So that's why I want to wrap this one up today and get it edited. Yeah, so I'll bring you with me now to Anne's, and then we'll do all the other little bits that I had planned for this vlog, like the best things of 2024. So I'm going to throw some clothes on. What time are we on? We're on 12:30, so we need to leave in like 15 minutes. So I'm just going to throw something comfy on. We're having like a roast, but with pies again. Yeah, because Anne's doing lamb, and my partner's pescatarian, and I don't eat lamb. I don't eat much red meat, although that's a stupid thing to say, because I have got a steak pie. So, yeah, it's a stupid thing to say, but I don't eat lamb, because they're just so cute. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, let's get ready. Let's get dressed, because I'm rambling now about cute animals. Right, we're back from Anne's, and I thought we would do just my little 2024 wrap up. So I was meant to do like 3 of each, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 programmes that I've watched that I couldn't narrow down. Daphne's having a drink. So I've just got 5 programmes, but there is more than this. So if you want more, let me know and I'll put it in the next vlog. So I've got too many. And then I've picked 4 books, which was also pretty tough. So let's do TV first, and then you can leave for books if you're my mum or someone else who's not interested in books. So, TV, first up, something that I loved this year. I watched it when it came out in like March or something. True Detective Season 4. This is one with Jodie Foster that's set in like Arctic night. You know, it's dark for like 3 months or something. It's got a supernatural edge. I loved it. It's a female-led cast. It's basically about these scientists who are researching in this facility. Sorry, Daphne was mothering me for a treat, so we'll start again. Not from the beginning. True Detective Season 4, the basic premise is about, there's this facility, like a remote facility in, I don't know, Antarctica or something like that. And there's like all these scientists there, these male scientists. And for seemingly no reason, they all just go missing. It's really creepy. There's a supernatural element. I just loved this. I loved it. I wish I could watch it again for the first time. Then the next thing was the Ashley Madison documentary, which was on Netflix. So this was about that dating website, Ashley Madison, that's set up for married people to cheat on their spouses. And then these hackers get hold of Ashley Madison's client list and basically blackmail them, or they're going to release the client list. This is a documentary for nosy people because it's like all the gossip. Do you know what I mean? I mean, some of the fallout from it was pretty dark, but it's really good. So go and watch that if you've not seen that. I've got a list. Then, something that I didn't expect to love, but I wholeheartedly loved, was the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders documentary, also on Netflix. Nearly didn't watch this. Passed by it so many times and thought, oh, that won't be for me. I watched it, I was addicted. It's about the recruitment process to become a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader, and it follows a few different cheerleaders who are going through the process. I loved it so much. It was so good. It's pretty toxic, the culture that surrounds it, but it was so good. If you've not watched it, if you think it's not for you, I think it will be for you if you're anything like me, because I thought it wasn't for me, and it was one of my favourite things that I've watched this year. I think I really do believe that. Then the other thing on Apple TV was Presumed Innocent. I absolutely love this. It's just like a twisty, turny thriller with Jake Gyllenhaal, where a co-worker of his is murdered in a very specific way, which is the way that someone else was murdered in a case that they had previously prosecuted together because they're lawyers, and then he ends up being under the spotlight for this murder. Excellent again, don't want to tell you any more than that. And then there was also Joan on ITV, which is the true story, in short, of a woman who becomes a jewel thief. That was excellent. So I'm going to leave that there. If you do want more recommendations for TV shows, the link to my TikTok, or at least like my name and stuff, is in the description of this video. I can never figure out how to make like the HTTPT thing, whatever it is, HTTP, yeah, thing into an actual link, so it's just like a copy and paste thing. I think I'm just being a thicko, but it's there. My name's the same there as here anyway. If you just put like Holly Ann Noble TV or something, it'll come up. And then I do pretty much daily or like every other day videos of what is coming out on TV, what I've watched that I've enjoyed, all of that kind of jazz. I'm going to move on to books now. So Mum, you can go now. I'm going to keep it as short and sweet as possible because I think this vlog is going to end up being quite long. And I need to get it edited before I go back to work tomorrow, because I've got no time because I'm in London I'm not in London, I'm in Liverpool this weekend, as I've already said. So I need to do it today. And I'm so slow. So first up, I have a couple of physical copies of these because they were 5 stars, and I like to buy. I read on my Kindle or listen on audiobook, but then I buy my 5-star books, or in this case Sean's sister, my partner's sister, bought me this book. So, The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Oh, I should caveat this actually by saying that the TV shows that I said were the best that I watched in 2024 actually came out in 2024. The books did not necessarily come out in 2024. In fact, they didn't, but they're just the best books that I've read this year. I don't really check the release dates on books, so I have no idea. But anyway, The Guest List by Lucy Foley. Let me read it. It says, each has a secret, each has a motive. Off the windswept Irish coast, guests gather for the wedding of the year, but one guest won't leave alive. Honestly, if you like audiobooks, I would recommend the audiobook version of this, because there's a lot of characters in it, and the audiobook is full cast, and I just got lost in this audiobook. If you're going on like a summer holiday or something, please take The Midnight Feast with you. Please take it with you. Honestly, it was perfection, but I just loved this one that little bit more. Next up, Cackle. I've spoken about this on my channel before. This is a book about, it says it's horror, but I don't find it to be horror. It's not scary. It's not scary. If you hate spiders, there is some spider action in here. I don't think it's a horror. I think it's a novel about female friendship, self-love, self-respect. And it's just a beautiful story with a little sprinkling of magic. I would love a prequel to this book. I would love a prequel to this book, which would be about, there's a character in here called Sophie, and I would love there to be a prequel about Sophie's life before Cackle. So Rachel, if you're watching this, which you're definitely not, please make a prequel to this book. I was obsessed with it. I actually sent a copy to one of my best friends, Kay, for her to read it when she wasn't feeling very well, and she loved it too. And I don't have physical copies of the others because I've just not got around to buying them yet. So this next book had no business being this good. So I just listened to this book, thought, just another sort of small town thriller. I'm a sucker for a small town thriller. Just another sort of small town thriller. It'll just be whatever. And it ended up being one of my favourite books of the year. I 90% read this and about 10% listened to it on audiobook to finish it off when I was doing some cleaning. And the audiobook is really good because there is a podcast element of this book, and it has like all the like the podcast music and stuff, so it feels like quite immersive. This is basically, in brief, a book about a woman who is found wandering around her hometown covered in blood. They think she's been attacked, but then they find the body of her best friend murdered in the woods. Everyone thinks it's her, but it's been raining all night, so there's like no physical evidence. So she ends up getting away with it. She moves away from her hometown to get on with her life, and then years later a podcaster gets in touch and says, I want to find out. She can't remember anything, by the way. She's got total amnesia from like trauma or whatever. So she's got total amnesia, which if you don't like the amnesia trope, don't pick this book up, because I know it can be overdone, but I still love this book. Yeah, basically this podcaster wants to find out what happened all those years ago, so she comes back to her hometown, sort of under duress. Her grandmother kind of forces her into it, and then the story unfolds from there. And I loved it. So if you're looking for like an easy page-turny thriller with a good audiobook, in case you want a part audiobook or full audiobook, pick up Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. I loved it. I think that's the only thriller she's got out. I've had a look through her Goodreads and all the other ones look like fantasy sci-fi, which isn't my bag, so I can't wait. I hope she brings out another thriller because this was so good. And then what was the last one? Oh, the last one was a bit left field for me because it says it's a thriller. It's down as the thriller genre, but it's not a thriller. It's more like fitlick. Thick lit. It's more like literary fiction. Fitlick. Oh my god, what are you on about? It's more just like literary fiction. So the premise for this is so interesting. It's such a beautiful book. It made me cry a couple of times, and I'm not really a crier, so imagine us maybe not feeling very well or something when I read it. But I loved it. So it is I've just done that one. It is Here One Moment by Leanne Moriarty, I believe, and she wrote Big Little Lies. So if you like Big Little Lies, that is by Leanne Moriarty. I think 9 Perfect Strangers was as well, which isn't great. It's not great. It really lost its way at the end, that, but this book didn't. I love this book. So the premise is this did come out in 2024, by the way, I believe. This woman gets on a plane. The plane is delayed, but like on the physical runway, so everyone's stuck. So everyone's stuck on this plane. This woman stands up and starts predicting everyone's cause and year of their life of death. So she'll stand up and say, I expect heart disease at 48. I expect a road accident at 18. I expect death of old age at 98, whatever. And then it goes on to tell her backstory and then follow the people on the plane who had a shorter death date prediction, whether they believe it or not, how it affects their life. Is it true? Some people believe it, some people don't believe it. That's all I'm going to tell you, because honestly, if you like that kind of mystery and intrigue, but where it's still quite an emotional book, then this could be for you. Because a lot of the books that I read are just sort of silly throwaway thriller type things because I just think they're fun and easy to read. But this book had a lot of heart, honestly. I loved it. I loved it. If I could pick one to recommend, I don't think I could. I couldn't choose out of that bunch, but they're all very different. Every single one of those books is incredibly different. So yeah, I couldn't choose. I couldn't choose if I had to pick one. So they're my top 4 favourite books of 2024 that I read. I'm going to get to the end of this and then go, I forgot to say this, I forgot to say that, and then I'll be fuming with myself. But I've done it now, it's said, it's on the internet, that's it. It's finished, I've done it. I'm going to wrap this vlog up here, because I think it's getting a real long now. And I just want to get the house set, and then I'm going to sit down and watch that Harlan Coben Missing You thing. I do have a bit of a problem with Harlan Coben. I've never read any of his books, but the TV programmes I've watched have always been good at the start, like I really like the premise, and then they've just been pantalones by the end. So, we'll see, but I'm going to snuggle up in my PJs and watch that. We've just had a big lunch at Sean's mum's, but it is only early. It's 4 o'clock now, we're at like 1:30. But I would like to... I think Sean will be hungry again later because he's got a hangover. So I've got some pizzas in the fridge that I bought from Asda yesterday. So we might have those. Anyway, I'm rambling now. Why do you care about that? You don't care about that at all. So yes, I hope you've had a lovely festive period, New Year period. And I will see you again, same time, same place, next week. And we will be heading to Liverpool to hang out with Lydia. We've got some really cosy little things planned, as I've already said. If you'd like to follow me on TikTok, please check the description for the link to my TikTok. It's just Holly Ann Noble, the same as on here. And please, while I'm trying to grow my channel, if you would be so kind, if you enjoy my content, as to like, subscribe, leave a little comment if you want. Every little helps. Unless it's mean. You can be mean if you want. I don't know, I've put myself out there, so it's fair game, isn't it? Anyway, I will see you next week. And I hope you have a lovely time in the interim. See you later!